So it is September 26th. Oh wait, her anniversary is next week. So it's September 26th, and that means that I think tomorrow or next Thursday, I think it's next Thursday, officially starts quarter 4 for the year. So that means a lot of stuff, but I wanted to make tonight focused on just like accountability, like setting goals for the rest of the quarter, and like really, oh my gosh, Amanda, just owning your business, but then setting goals for what you really want. Not just like, yeah, I want to like hit Emerald by the end of the year. Like, let's get real. That can happen like tomorrow. So what do you want out of this business? And then what needs to happen by the end of the year, so that I'm sure you've heard me say this like 1,000 times, but what happens next year, like in January, when people finally start taking their health, seriously again, they're going to be watching you now, so that when they are ready, you're going to be you want to be the one that they think of and their posts that they see when they're like, oh, okay, I'm finally ready. So the work that you do now will pay off like exponentially, not even 3 months from now. So just keep that in mind when you're setting your goals too. Like any work that you do now is going to blow up your business come January. So with that in mind, and like just keeping the holidays in, like thinking of like what's coming up, we have a huge opportunity to leverage To Be Mindset through the holidays. We've never had, like, this is going to be the first holiday season that we have this resource available. So like major opportunity there. If you're not doing To Be Mindset, that's okay. Like if somebody wants to join a group and they're like, I really struggle with nutrition, leverage that, because like I'm using the containers right now for the test group just to like really get, strict with my nutrition, but it almost works better in my brain to like follow the To Be principles, but use the actual containers for portion sizes. Like my food is still structured in the To Be like plate it method, but yeah, it's going to be a huge opportunity to show people what's possible through the holidays. So falling off track with our own journey is going to be a lot less likely if we're using the resources that we have. I'm in my office right now. So did you guys come? I know that I asked you to come like with a tracker too. If you don't really have a tracker for this week, I mean, it's Wednesday, so hopefully you do, but we don't need to like share them or anything. I just want you to like look at like what you've done this week, and when you're setting your goals, say, okay, if I do this for the rest of the year, am I going to hit my goal? If the answer is no, then you need to either reevaluate your actions or get honest with yourself about your goals. So either your actions aren't where they need to be, or your goal is just not truly what you want. That's okay too. So self-awareness is key. So who wants to start? What are your goals for the rest of the year? Just business related. I mean, specifically business related, but like rank, income, and then we can work backward to figure out what you need to make that happen. But really nothing is off limits. So let's hear them, dudes. Kate. I was going to call people.
Me? You said me? I think, well, I think I'd like to be halfway to Diamond by like the middle of October, because I have 3 coaches under me, so I can be halfway. And then diamond by the end of the quarter, I guess. And I want to hit Success Club 5 this month and then try and get Success Club 10 one of the months before the quarter's over.
So every month for the rest of the quarter? So you're hesitating when you say that? What do you feel like? Okay, no. We're going to say our goals, but then I also want you to be prepared to identify the obstacles that you feel like will keep you from that goal. Because when you know what could potentially get in your way, then you can navigate it better. So what makes you think that you wouldn't be able to hit 10 every month?
I think that the way that people say if something isn't working, change it up. But I feel like I'm constantly changing things, which is good. But it gets to be overwhelming. Right now, I think I need to change some stuff on my social media, but I'm not exactly sure what that is. If I could identify I need to keep expanding, then I know I just need to do that. But I'm not quite sure. I am getting feedback from people. I have 2 people in my one group right now, and I'm hoping to enter them into the full-on group. No. So I have interest. I just don't have volume, I guess.
Okay.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I think that your posts have gotten so much better. And
really?
Yeah. And your stories have gotten really good and interactive. So I think that your posts and stories are good.
I like stories. That's easy to me, but I feel like my posts have gotten too specific, and I feel like I'm not
Do you invite from your stories?
Yeah, sometimes. I should do that more. But I do a lot for my posts, but I guess I feel like I'm getting too much health and fitness specific, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
What do you feel like you're missing from your post?
I don't know, I want to talk more about, I don't know how to integrate the 2 things, I guess. I felt like I had a grasp on that, and now lately I feel like I'm not. I don't know.
And then coaching?
Yeah.
Okay. There's this book. So I was on a leadership call last night, and she was talking about, she had mentioned how to share your story, and she brought up a book that I have in my Audible, and I've gotten halfway through it. I should probably finish it. But it's called Building Your Story Brand, and it's really talking about how how to share your story as you're building a business, because really I don't know, they just go into detail of how to actually mesh the 2, because that was something that I struggled with for a while too. So I can't even sit here and be yeah, follow these steps and do what so I would recommend reading that book, because it might give you way more insight than I feel qualified to give right now, because it took me a while.
Okay.
But I think you do a really good job. I mean, this is our lifestyle and it is our life, but you also share a lot about, your family, and you are into fitness. So if that's the balance that you feel comfortable with, then.
And I feel like your confidence, watch, because I've been friends with you on Instagram and Facebook for 3 years now or more. I feel like your confidence in the last 2 months in your posts has gone skyrocketed. And your stories I always check in on your stories every morning, because I'm Katie got her workout in, Alyssa got her workout in, I need to get out of bed. So I love your posts. I feel like you've made a big, I know you feel like you've been changing things a lot, but I feel like you've made a ton of progress in the last couple months.
Oh my God, you guys are gonna make me cry. Well, thank you.
I think it's too just like try something that feels good and then like go with it, you know, because it might take some time to like build that traction, but when you keep switching things up, you kind of switch up momentum on yourself too.
Yeah, I figure like
That you could. I'm looking at your Instagram right now. I think that like if you want to incorporate more things,
And don't chew on that.
this is not muted.
like you could post multiple times a day because you only post once a day. So post like twice a day, and post
Yeah,
like one like call to action specific, and then post one like how you integrate Beachbody into your life, but not Beachbody specific. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't.
kind of talked about that on calls before. Like, I mean, you don't have to do a call to action every day unless you're like hustling, you know, to like get people in your group. But
Right.
I mean, I could say the same thing about my Instagram. I'm not like critiquing you. I'm just saying like,
No, I will
if you
take
like-
whatever advice people have to give.
like today you talked about your water challenge, so that's
Yeah,
great.
I didn't know what else to post.
And then you post it, but then you post it like a video like with your daughter like on your back. Like that was really funny. Like you could have taken a picture like mom life, working out with, you know, my daughter on my back, still getting it done, like, and then just posted it, and that's it. Like, look how cute she is. Still,
Yeah.
but, you know, like, this is my real life and Beachbody at the same time. Like, this is one and the same. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think maybe I will try and do that. I don't know if I.
But like, this video is stinking cute. Like, you should have taken a picture and then just, you know, posted it.
Well, yeah, I'll take that into consideration because I think that's a good idea. So,
Because I get a lot of response on, like, I know that, like, well, like, autism consumes my life right now, so I talk about it a lot. But I get a lot of responses when I share, like, personal stuff about my life. So I feel like if you're sharing personal things and then Beachbody things, like, you're going to have people, like, looking at your stuff because it's not just Beachbody stuff. Like, it's, like, you know, like, I've had people tell me that, like, they follow me because like I'm a real person, like I'm real. I don't just post about my workouts and crap like that. So
yeah, like I think I'm just too maybe specific with that, and I just not necessarily need to do like completely other posts, but just integrate that into my posts more.
yeah.
But that's it. So I think that if I do that, I can definitely hit my goals. Hopefully.
I would definitely invite from your stories though, because your stories are really good and I think a lot of people are probably watching them. So I would definitely like invite from your stories if you haven't been.
Yeah, I think I need to do that more.
Going through and oh yeah. What do you get? Challenge group.
Can't hear you.
Me?
I can't hear you.
Alyssa, your volume keeps kind of cutting out.
That's all right.
Like I can see your lips moving and nothing's happening. But it wasn't like that before. Did you put some like
Earlier it was cutting out for me. Like you would be talking for 2 minutes and then it would cut out for a little bit.
Dude,
Same.
how about now?
Oh, there you are. You're back.
Plug my computer. This is dumb. Anyway. Okay. So, Kate, Success Club 10 every month. Diamond by set a date right now. By the end of the
Well, December.
Okay. When is so? Last 6. Second yelling. The last 6 weeks of the quarter start on Thanksgiving Day. So we're gonna shoot for Thanksgiving, and then Diamond by 11:22, and then by November, freaking Thanksgiving. Then you've got the rest of the 6 weeks to make it happen.
All right.
Okay. Boom. Next. Adrian, you know you want to. I see them lips moving.
Your lips are moving, but I hear nothing.
Are you serious?
You're like really quiet. Really, really quiet.
Hey, I'm not talking the rest of the night. You guys go ahead. Tell me your goal.
Okay, who did you?
Write your name down.
Other. You guys should see this.
Yeah.
How do you flip it? This. This is why I don't talk like half the time, guys.
They're like my dogs are like that.
Mine are too, as you can tell.
All right.
They're so naughty.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
My goal is diamond by the end of the year. Still.
So we need to change that. Don't move on from that. Hold on.
My goal is to get Charlotte and Morgan getting their butts moving. That's one of my goals.
Okay.
Because they're both still active. So I have 4 coaches under me.
Just because they're active, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Just because they're active does not mean that they are going to take your business where it needs to be. I have a ton of active coaches that aren't doing anything right now. So,
Yeah.
And if you want it more than them, you're just going to frustrate yourself. So, given that they've been coaches for this long, I wouldn't rely on them. Just find more people. Just bring in new people and make that your goal instead, because otherwise you're just going to feel like you're dragging them and then just get pissed because they're not going to do anything. Maybe they will, but
So you don't think I should try to do like an emerald in 24 hours call or 48 hours with them?
I think we should do like a team-wide one for sure. And then you can, we can all do it and you can invite them or whatever, but just
Don't put my energy into that.
yeah, exactly. Like protect your energy, because at this point they're not going to take your business where you want it to go.
Okay.
Plus you have control of your diamond 100%.
I have control of 2-star, right?
Yep.
2-star controls 2-star.
12-star, yes.
That's just dandy. Okay.
Okay, so 2-star by the end of the year.
2-star by December.
No, but really though, I have diamond by Thanksgiving Day. And then if it doesn't happen, which I'm not saying let yourself off the hook, but if it doesn't happen, like then you've got the rest of the year and you're not like, because it could be like, December 3rd and you're like 4 coaches from diamond. You're like, well, I've got 4 weeks, but giving yourself that solid buffer.
Yeah.
Okay. How about Success Club? Since Kate said a Success Club goal too.
And I would like to just hit Success Club 5 would be just great. I mean, Success Club 10 is my goal. Is my puke goal.
All right. Let's embrace the puke goals, because those are what's going to keep us like accountable to our crap. But if you don't want Success Club 10, then don't make that your goal. But if your goal is diamond by the end of the year.
Well, if my goal is diamond by the end of the year, then Success Club 10 needs to be my goal. And my goal is also monetary. So you got to get my booty moving.
Mm-hmm.
So right now I'm just working on inviting and yeah.
Okay. How is
I still have a really large following, so I just need some solid content.
Okay.
I still have like 200 people watching my stories every day.
Are you still using Stim? Were you ever? I can't
Yeah.
remember. Okay. And you
I
are
use like a lower version now. I don't like send the messages anymore. Like the connections, I don't do that one anymore. But I have like a solid people that watch my stories. So I just need like solid content and to be consistent.
mm-hmm.
Because I have a big pool to invite to. And like, I don't know why I keep getting a lot of followers. People keep following me. So I just need to keep posting because just wasting away.
Don't let them down, Adrian.
No.
All right, that sounds good. Got this. Okay. Amanda. What you got, girl?
Okay, so my problem is I have too many goals. So my first goal is to show up, finish my workout, finish lift 4 to do like my own personal growth. So I'm going to be showing up, doing my workouts, working on eating healthy. I'm working on growing my market. So basically for this free group we've been doing, I've just been working my warm market kind of, because I have a pretty big warm market of people who are looking at my stuff, but I'm having trouble. I've been inviting people every day and in contacting on Instagram to build my sphere of influence, but I'm kind of wondering how quickly I should kind of ask them, invite them after they've just like friended me or whatever, or if they just like my one Instagram story, do I send them an invite straight off of that, or do I try to like their stuff for a week or two? It's just, I'm trying to figure that out. I'm also aiming on getting at least Emerald. I'm hoping to hit Success Club by the end of this month. And I'm hoping to be Emerald by 10-4, because that's what Liz and I talked about last week. What else? We're doing a challenge group this month, next October, which is my first challenge group. And Katie and I are running a free group right now. We had 25 people show up, and we only marketed it for like 3 days. So we've had and everyone's posting like crazy. So we're hoping to have some good success from that. And then we'll be starting our first challenge group this October. What else? I still need to go through all those coach videos, because I'm also in school and travel nursing. So I'm trying to find time to make time for school and to finish all those videos and get my daily checklist done for coaching, so I can put in the time for that and work out. So I'm working on trying to do everything.
Yeah. Okay, those are super, super solid goals. I'm so glad that you guys have had such an awesome turnout. That's really exciting. You've just been talking about it for a few days. So is it just like you're just doing like recipes, or what did you guys decide?
We've kind of broken it up every day. So Katie does a day, I do a day. We've done like motivational day. Every day people are posting pictures of what they're eating, what they worked out, in a challenge of the day. We've done water challenge. We've done healthy eating. I talked about 2B mindset. I'm going to try to do a Shakeology video tonight. Somebody was like, what do you recommend for shakes? I don't like breakfast. And I'm like, actually, I have a perfect recommendation for shakes.
That's great. So what have you guys talked about as far as like how you plan on inviting them or transitioning it from the free group to a challenge group? Like
Katie and I talked about that for like 30 minutes today on the phone. We're going to do like sprinkle in a little Beachbody every day. So we talked about 2B mindset. I'm going to talk about Shakeology. She's going to talk about BOD on Flex Friday. And then Saturday, we're going to have a party where we celebrate and give out 3 prizes with like Shakeology packets. And I've got a Girl Wash Your Face copy I'm going to give out. And then we're going to do a live video. And we're trying to figure out if we can both do a live video or record a video where we're both in it, or if we just have to do one person talking about Beachbody in our challenge group and what the challenge group is going to be like and the accountability, and then post our links. And we're also going to individually contact our own people. So they see it all week. They see the surprise or the celebration. They get the link if they want to apply, and we're going to invite in like Messenger or whatever.
Beautiful. So it ends tomorrow, I'm assuming?
It ends Friday, and then we're supposed to have our celebration Saturday.
Okay. My days are all messed up. And that's so cool. You can do like a dual live. I think one of you just has to be on live first, and then the other one you have to
Can
watch.
like join the video.
Super simple.
I don't know if you have an idea too. I was thinking like if there was like some type of thing like we can say like, oh, we have 10 spots and we wanted to open it up to you guys first or something.
Yeah, it definitely creates the urgency. If you say like our group starts, I don't know how, if you guys plan on doing like prep on Monday or what, but you can say our group starts on Monday, we're starting prep. You guys get first dibs since you've been with us for this week. And like then like invite them first and then post publicly about it. So it's not like, okay, well you just posted it like yesterday, so it's not,
Well, we were kind of, that's what we were talking about, because we also want to open it. We also wanted to start like posting it on our own Instagrams to like get people interested in it because October's so close. But we were wondering what kind of incentive we could do for our group. Like instead of first dibs, maybe like, I don't know. We were trying to think what we could do without giving away something free, but like to do something, I don't know, like we could do one-on-one something with them. Maybe, Katie? I don't know.
I know, I don't know either. I think we'll have to think about it.
probably just do like, I don't know, just get something like cheap off of Amazon. No, I don't know.
Or like first 10 of people or whatever get something. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I would also
Sticker.
maybe do your live video tomorrow if you can. So that way tomorrow night or Friday you can start posting about your group and like really get the urgency going. But then you can also, like if you're doing prep next week, you can also be using all of that first week of October to be inviting and be just say like, hey, we just started prep this week, so there's still some time to hop in if you want. Like we're officially starting day 1 on Monday, the 7th or whatever that is.
Okay.
So that way you can probably lock in Success Club for that first week of October too, and then not have to stress about it for the rest of the month. So
I'm hoping to hit mine to get September somehow in the next couple days. But
for sure. I mean, I love that it ends on a Sunday because you have such an awesome opportunity to be like, okay, we're starting tomorrow. Like, let's do this.
so I don't know what any of those other ranks or anything are yet, but I just am trying to focus on finishing Lift 4, doing my daily workouts. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say I'm having trouble with is Instagram followers. Like I get people watching my stories. I'm trying to post every day. I don't post in my actual feed as much as I want to because I feel like it's starting to get I got to find like more interesting things to post, but I am all over the stories. And I have like 80 to 180 watching my stories, depending on how long they get, like people fall off, but I am not getting any followers. I've been stuck at 850 for months, and I'll go up and then it'll drop down. Cause like, as I start to post more, the people who are following me are like, I'm sick of seeing this, and they leave, but I'm not like growing. So I want to work, and I hashtag it up, but I just need to like expand that way.
Yeah. Are you like, when you're expanding, are you going out and like connecting with people and like, cause I don't know if you've gotten to it in the training, but it's like you find somebody or watch it in the team page. There's an expansion, like live video.
Yeah. I've been doing the 5-3-1.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to find just like girls who aren't coaches, who aren't already bodybuilders, who.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to do the 5-3-1, but I don't know. I just need to keep hoping they follow me back.
Yeah. So what I started doing, I did it back in the spring and then I stopped it during the summer and I just started back up again. I'm using it's 21 Social. It's basically like, it's not a robot because that's Sketch, but it's like you're paying it you're paying an agency to like expand your network for you. So you tell them what the target accounts are, like who your target person is, some example target accounts, and then they take care of that for you. So I mean, I just started it back up this week, And I already had like some solid conversations going from people. So I was telling Naomi this today too. It really usually always comes down to either time or money. So you either have the time to sit there and like expand like crazy. I mean, depending on how fast you want to grow this business, if you add 10 new people to your network a day, or if you want to blow it up, you need to be adding like a crap ton, because it's really, you can't invite somebody who is not watching your stuff. You know, you can't, if they're not seeing what you're doing, an invite is going to be met on deaf ears. So I think that's how the saying goes. But the point is, you can outsource that as long as you know the process already. I get super weary about like telling coaches to do that, like newer coaches, just because I want you guys to understand how to do it yourself. But it sounds like you know how to do that. So if you're at the point where you're like, I need to grow this, I need more people, I'm ready to outsource.
If I have like a new contact, say someone like is watching or someone watches my stuff and I want to reach out or invite them or whatever, I guess I just don't understand how long I should wait, especially because I'm just growing my stuff now. So I don't have people who I talked to 4 weeks ago. You know, I just am like, every day I'm like, I just want to start inviting people, but I don't really know how long to wait.
Just, I mean, gauge it based off of their vibe too. Some people I'm just like, but other people, I mean, it's really just, they're going to receive the confidence and the excitement and the enthusiasm that you give them. So if you're like super pumped about this new group and it's your first group, like leverage the hell out of that too. This is my first group. I'm really excited about it. Share a little bit of your story. Do you want to be accountability partners? Like, do you want to help each other through this? So
I think you can always start what I do so that it's not weird. I cold invite people. I'm like, hey, thank you so much for following my journey, because then it acknowledges that they're watching your shit. So if you're like, hey, thank you so much for watching my stories, it means so much that you're following my journey, blah, 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 like whatever. Like that's how I start a lot of my invites. So it's like, I know you were watching my story.
So you
I know
just
you
like
like
start the conversation, and then like as it goes on, then you invite, hey, I was starting this up and I'm thinking of you.
No.
Or you just do it all in one, like one message.
All in one. That's how I do it. I'm like literally my invite is, hey, Gina, like, thanks so much for like watching my stories. I appreciate the support so much. Like, sometimes it's hard for me to put myself out there. I have an accountability group starting this date. I'm super pumped about it. We're going to be doing X, Y, and Z. Would you be interested in starting an awesome fitness program with an even more amazing accountability group? ? Or like, let me know what you think or whatever.
you listen to the National Wake Up Call with the PBJ invites, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try implementing that, because I've noticed too, like when I didn't like go through the entire method, but when I just like start it with, you're a busy mom, or not, I don't start it, like I'll say you're a busy mom too, like I feel like you would love this, blah, blah, blah. Like putting little things in there like that, so it's not just like, okay, like this was totally a copy paste thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
still
I
copy
love
paste.
the PB&J one.
Yeah.
And I did that for our free group, and it worked awesome. I mean, we got 25 girls in like 3 days, so
That's really good. So yeah, I would just keep doing what's working, but just tweak it and like bring that energy for your group. And it doesn't have to be, you know, you're building your credibility as a coach, but you can also leverage the heck out of the fact that it's your first group. Like make it super exciting.
mm-hmm.
That's really cool though. So solid goals. Jamie, we've got like 2 minutes left. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry. I have my Bluetooth headphones in and my phone's on the charger. I think like my biggest struggle lately has just been like what's the post about. I always feel like it's like me, I. And I know like I should post more about like what I eat, but usually my meals consist of like eating as fast as I can before somebody's screaming. And then by the time it's gone, I'm like, oh crap. So what I'm just like really struggling with is like what to post. Like I just feel like it's the same thing. It's just my workouts or, you know, why I love it. And I just don't know how to post like more interactively, I guess.
Yeah. I want to say there's like a national wake up call on that. I think actually I'll have to find it and share it in the page. I think I'm
My goal for October would be Emerald and at least Success Club 5.
Perfect. All right. So we're going to hold each other accountable for this. Here's the team threads, you guys. If there's something you talk about it, we can do a team call next week on something specific. And we're going to rock this out, okay? I'm going to post this recording, and then anybody who's watching this, post your goals for the rest of the year in the comments. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a good night.
You too.
Yeah.